kind of a quiet sadness.
Yes.
It was very quiet. People were wandering. People seemed kind of lost, but yet they were very contained for security reasons,
Right.
for safety reasons. And the first time I performed, I was a little nervous because I didn't know if I was going to reach them, would they understand? And as I got to work with them, I started reading more about Alzheimer's, dementia, finding out more about what's there, and speaking to some of the activity directors who specialized in working with Alzheimer's patients. And I was lucky because they may not remember, a lot of them may not remember who their son or their daughter, their grandchildren for sure, but excuse me, but they do remember songs, they remember music, they have memories from a long time ago. They're very long-term memory, when they were kids, when they were young people, teenagers. And so I started focusing in just on that music from about 1930 to 1950. And what I do is I recreate the music. Using my horns, I'm able to integrate a sound, a style of music that's, I always try to hit on the mark as close as I can to what they might have heard if they were listening to a phonograph record or if they just happened to turn on the radio. It's not going to be a big band, but the vocals that I provide give them are going to be reminiscent of that era, as close as I can get it, and definitely using mutes and such. The style that I use on my trumpet and my flugelhorn is going to be something that they identify with. So it's been a real challenge. Each time that I performed, you see the look on their face. All of a sudden, they recognize something. So you think, I hit it. That's the sound.
Right.
That's it.
Yes.
And then I started noticing as I went back on a monthly basis, there were certain people that never spoke before. Now they were mouthing the words to songs. Sometimes they were a little bit behind the beat, just as slightly, so they were following my words, but they were joining in. Then there was movement. A lot of them I've told after I left that some of them never uttered anything, never laughed. And then, that's their time. When I have that time with them, a lot of them will get up, and then the mental curtain goes down, and they're back to just that state. But music and smell, taste, they're like the last thing to go. So they hang on to those. They're able to before the very last stages.
Well, that's incredible, and I really hope that the administrators in these homes and stuff are really seeing that the benefits of the music, that's provided to
Absolutely.
the patients.
I wish, if I always see people say, "Do you really enjoy this?" I tell you know what, I could do this realistically. I could do it 6 days a week, 8 hours a day, and I would be in heaven.
Yeah.
Just playing for these people.
That's great.
We connect.
That's wonderful. And as far as your family, you are a father of, is it 5?
I have 4, and I have a daughter of my heart who's actually my stepdaughter.
Okay.
She's the oldest, and she's 27, and then my second daughter's 25, and then I have 3 teenagers, 18, 16, and 14.
And are they taking this musical, this?
I've given them the influence and encouraged them by not having cable TV.
That's wonderful.
Not having the internet pretty much all the time. And I provided instruments, things around the house. They've seen me play. I've never really forced them to play. I've let them try different instruments. If they get tired of an instrument, I encourage them to put it down and try something else different. And they have the freedom to go back to the other instruments. So my son plays drums and guitar and is a pretty good keyboardist now, organist.
Oh, that's great.
And my youngest plays guitar and sings. And my 18-year-old daughter sings quite well. They've all been in the Santa Barbara Children's Choir when it was in existence. And they play in the school band. They have a great time.
Okay, well, let's see. Another thing that you do, you are the legal liaison for the Coastal Band. We talked earlier, and you had said that you guys are formatting a fundraiser probably for June.
Yes.
Can you talk about that briefly?
Yes. Some of the members of the Coastal Band of the Chumash Nation on the board actually went to school with me.
Okay.
And so they remembered that the band that we were discussing, Shades of Soul, was really just a lot of fun, school dances. At the same time, when we got back on agenda at one of these meetings, we said, let's talk about the meeting, not music. they said, we need to raise some money. And I said, well, wait a minute. Why don't we take the band member they know who the Coastal Band is. Why don't we put the two together and have a great time and raise some money for the Coastal Band? We really need some funds.
Okay. So you are projecting that this is going to happen probably in June. Is that
We're
true?
shooting for June.
Okay.
We're kind of in the kind of early beginning stages of kind of sketching out what the event's going to entail, the food, the hours, the location.
And this event will be open to the public.
Yes.
And the way that anybody interested can contact Roderick is Native Destiny
Yes.
at gmail.com. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
So once again, nativedestiny@gmail.com. Also, any Coastal Bound members, they are now converting to electronic system as far as your newsletter and communication. Yes. So any Coastal Bound members out there, please email Roderick with your email information so you can be added to their mailing list.
Yes.
So can you gift us with music here?
We'd be happy to.
Okay. So what do you have coming on first?
I think what I'll play first is my trumpet. And Corrine has asked me to play some Miles Davis.
Okay.
And Corrine is, of course, the director of
Yes.
the local AIM Santa Barbara, my friend. And when I first called her, I thought I would do the flute, but she says, no, do the Miles Davis stuff.
Okay.
So this is kind of my little quick rendition of All Blues.
Okay.
Now, this is the flugelhorn. Started getting more interested in the flugelhorn about 10 years ago. and started putting more time in on it. It's just a beautiful instrument.